It's okay, brother. Take a day off, man. We get a pizza and shit. Watch the game. No, bro. Get your fucking shit on, man. Stop being a punk.
You heard the man. We're gonna get our shoes on. My left knee hurts because I ran 14.29 kilometers on Sunday. Then I ran 8 kilometers on Monday, which was supposed to be an easy run. But I just got my Saucony Endorphin Speed 4s and I just got the Oakley shades. So I was super hyped. And I think I'm a little bit addicted to running. Like it's hard for me to do a short run. So today's run, we're gonna only do 3 kilometers. Well, my coach told me I shouldn't run because I got a little bit of knee pain, got a little bit of shin pain. But we're just gonna use that sweet Voltaren, this anti-inflammatory gel for the shins and the knees to mask a little bit of the pain, which is not advisable because Coach GPT told me, and bro, if you're going to mask the pain, you might just make it worse. You might just get a stress fracture, and then you might be put out of the half marathon. But you know what? I think we're just going to go against this shit. Plus, like I said, we're going to do a light run. Like last time I said I was going to do a light run, I did last time I said I was going to run 3 kilometers in the last video, but I ended up running 8. Today I'm going to say I'm going to run 3 kilometers, but maybe we're just going to run 5, okay? New shoes feeling comfy, man. We're going to do some Superman stretches, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get into yoga after today. Today's actionable step is going to be to start yoga again. Because I feel like if I got into the proper one... Wait, let me count. Man. I'm actually surprised I can do this because I really don't stretch on a regular day. But as I was saying, I think I'm gonna get into yoga. Oh my god, hold up. Let me find that balance. Today's actionable step is to get back into yoga and then to start looking up running stretches and things that I can do post-run to like ease my legs. And I have like slight hip pain, but not really too bad. It's mainly my shins and my knees that are in pain. But I really think it's just because I'm not used to running long distances and I've really upped the mileage every week. I feel like I need to give my body enough time to recover. That's the Strava going, and then we're ready. I know I said I was gonna run 3 kilometers in the beginning, but I kind of want to test out a new route. So maybe this is gonna be like a 6 kilometer easy run. I feel like 3 kilometers is not enough, you know? 3 kilometers is too short, especially when I'm exploring new locations. Like this is 3 kilometers where I want to run today. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll pop it up on the screen. Let me take a screenshot real quick for y'all. Now it's like we're running together. Oh, but yeah. The weirdest thing happened to me. I was walking there, a dog saw that I had a GoPro camera and they asked if they could follow me on YouTube. But you know, I've opened up so much about like certain things that I didn't want to. I was like, man, I was like, I'm sorry, it's personal. I feel kind of bad, to be honest, man. Because he seemed like a chill dude. You know, my knee doesn't hurt as bad as I thought it did, or thought it would. Maybe because I just used Voltaren on it. So maybe it's masking a little bit of the pain, but my pace is definitely faster than my last run, which was like the day before yesterday, so 2 days ago. Whew. We're gonna be running past that gym soon, so I'll show you guys where I work out. Well, I think I'm gonna switch gyms because my membership just ran out, and there's one that's like really just across the street from me, a little bit closer. So I think I'm just gonna start going there because I'm not really hardcore or heavy into lifting anymore. I think I'm gonna trade like the 5 days a week at the gym for running, and I'll lift like 2 or 3 times a week, you know what I'm saying? And once I get the bike as well, I'm gonna have to figure out a training split for running, biking, and then of course I want to start swimming as well. Because the plan eventually is to start training for an Ironman. I feel waiting for the red lights right now. As I was saying, I feel kind of bad for saying no to him, but man, I talk about shit that's way too personal on this channel, and something that I've always thought about now, as of lately, is what if someone recognizes me at some point from this running content? Would I be okay with that? And the answer is kind of. But I feel like it's gonna take some time for me getting used to. And the channel is small, man. I have no intentions of this running content like blowing up, but I do like geotag the locations of my video. I do put Helsinki, which is the city I'm currently living in, and this city is relatively small. So I feel like if I do keep on being consistent with this, it's only inevitable that at some point someone will recognize me. Phew. But on a brighter note, the sun is out and we are finding some new terrain. Oops. Nah, I ran the wrong way. Let's keep on going. I think this will just be an easy 6 kilometer run, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what we cut across to the park over here. Is this open? Got some pipes. Yeah. Sheesh. Got some graffiti on the pipes. And yeah, we'll cut through this park. Whew. Man. A lot of people running right now. The time is like 6:21, so I guess after people get off work. I wasn't originally gonna run today. I was gonna rest because my knees were still a little hurting a little bit while I was walking, and my shins still kind of hurt a little bit, but that's where I'm addicted to the shit. And if I don't run, if I don't work out, I start to go a little bit lulu. And I need these endorphins, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of addicted to the pain and I'm kind of addicted to just pushing. And running just gives me such a better high than the gym ever did. So I gotta just stay consistent with it. Sheesh! Look at the birds. You guys see that? Oh, I don't know for sure if I captured that well. But yeah, man, that's why we do it. That's why I love running more than the gym, because I get to witness the beauty of outdoors, especially when I'm taking new trails like this. It's more relaxed, it's more therapeutic, and as the saying goes, movement is medicine. So instead of being cooped up inside all day, instead of going to the gym, where it would be therapeutic as well, but when you're lifting weights, you're stuck indoors. I don't want to be stuck in the concrete jungle the whole day. I prefer the outdoors. I should look at an outdoor gym. There's probably like calisthenics places here, so maybe I should just rotate now, getting just calisthenics instead of just like heavy weightlifting. Not that I lift heavy, but you know. Oh, magnificent, magnifique. Honestly, man, nothing puts a smile on my face and lifts my mood like these nature runs. Man, bro, got a faster pace than me. That's why we do these, man. That's why we train. So we can compete one day. That's just motivation. I feel like I'm a little bit of a snail right now, man. But a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth, but it's also good because it's gonna push me to train harder. And one day, I'll be cruising at his speed, man. He's definitely running longer distance than me, you know what I'm saying? Well, I gotta chill, I gotta figure out. I'm probably gonna start icing my knees after my runs. Start with an ice knees. Look up some stretching tutorials and videos today. Just see what other movements I can do to like help supplement the recovery, and then come up with a proper recovery plan. Because I have been pushing mileage a little bit too much the past few days. Like doing the 8 kilometer run after the 40 kilometer run, my legs and my body just ain't used to that. But man, we got the new shoes I want to break the limit for the marathon, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just got to push it a little bit more. And I kind of want to see what is my body capable of and where are my limits. Got some crows over here. I love the crows because of Itachi from Naruto. I'm a big weeb, if you guys didn't know. I love anime. Yo, and here we have another bird. What bird is this, yo? I'm seeing new birds every day. I don't want to scare it, but it's got that like orange beak. Sheesh. If there's any birdies watching, let me know in the comments what that one was. If I got a good picture of it, might have to like zoom in. I think I found a new route, low-key, man. This trail's beautiful. And it's on asphalt as well. And very nice. Short runs, I think I'll come here, hey? And the long runs, I'll probably lap around the lake that I did on 14K. Maybe I'll take the metro to a different starting point as well sometimes. And then we'll just run like new neighborhoods. So we can switch up the scenery and things don't get stale. Oh, we just passed 3.6 kilometers. I think this run might be another 8-kilometer one, man. I kind of keep fucking up with the distances, but you know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I think it's a wakeboard park, low-key. Yeah. Might be open in the summer. If it is, then I'll definitely come here. Maybe. I'm not sure how it works. I think you would have to rent. I see some lines over there. Maybe they have a boat that drives you around, but yo, that's actually pretty dope to real. No. Find new things every day, man. That's why I gotta go outside your house. If you want change, it's not gonna happen if you're stuck in the same old routines, stuck in the same place day in, day out. Alright, now I'm gonna go down here and then we're gonna loop back home. It's definitely gonna be a 7-kilometer run, but it might stretch to 8. We shall see. Ooh. I do need to like learn to tone it down a notch for my easy runs, because I don't think this running I'm doing currently is sustainable for my legs. Got another beach over there, man. So much nature here in this city. So many run trails, probably, to be honest, man. Like, I think I'm gonna have infinite spots to start running. It's gonna be interesting once I get to like the half marathon distance for my long runs. Right now, the max I only did was 14 kilometers. 3 days from now, we have the 21-kilometer half marathon for Helsinki running day. And I'm excited to see how that goes. I low-key think I need to take the next 2 days off, 15th and 16th, before running on the 17th. Because fuck, man, my left knee is actually starting to get in a lot of pain today, right now. I'm gonna ice it after that. I'm gonna go to the sauna after this, and then I'm gonna ice it. And then I'm gonna look up some YouTube tutorials of stretches and exercises to maybe aid in recovery. And then tomorrow maybe, and then the day after that I'll just walk like 10K steps, you know what I'm saying? So we get some active recovery. Like I said, we do this with fallen soldiers. One day that's gonna be us in the grave. So before that day comes, I think I'm gonna push my body to its limits. And not only that, I'm gonna go after the things I want in life. Because life is too short to be scared. At the end of the day, what are you afraid of, you know? The worst thing that is gonna happen to you is death. So with that being said, you should just always strive and always prosper and always seek to go outside of your comfort zone. And then I kind of regret not telling that guy about my riding channel now, because he already asked nicely. He pulled out his phone to follow me, but man, I was scared. I was scared of what he would think, scared of judgment, and I should have just been open and honest with myself. Because honestly, this channel is all about transparency. So why would I be afraid? Next time if someone asks, I'll just tell them straight up, man. But yeah, maybe I'll just give them my IG instead, so they don't see everything that's on my YouTube. Now we are past the 5-kilometer mark, and this is where for me pain starts feeling like a little bit good, you know what I'm saying? That's where I get off on that masochist feeling. But I also got to watch out that I don't get a stress fracture, because a little unknown fact about me, I used to snowboard, and there was one summer where I was training and I was running, doing a shit ton of cardio, plus snowboarding day in and day out, and then I got shin splints, and that shit lasted for fucking weeks and weeks and weeks. I couldn't trampoline properly. I just couldn't I couldn't do anything without my legs being constant pain. I'm not trying to overuse these legs. Right now it's just what I had to run today was, man, I had demons, man. The demons were spiraling in my head, and I was having such a shit day. If I'm being completely honest, I had one of those days, one of those moods where I woke up and I was just like, man, I can't, if life is going to be like this constantly and I'm going to feel like this constantly, I don't know if I want to be alive, but I do want to be alive. Because in 2050, all these red lights are killing my time a little bit, man. I had to stop there, now we have to stop here again, bro. I want to rework the short runs a little bit. It's gonna be a little bit of slower average pace for now. It is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Alright, final stretch. We got like 1 kilometer or 2 left, so I'm just gonna pick up the pace. Make it for the last time that we had on those stoplights, man. Getting a little bit windy. I don't want the hat to fall off. Yo, you're doing a good job keeping me on that pace, man. I'm feeling tired, but this is the final stretch. So I'm gonna keep pushing. Push through the pain, embrace it. And yes, it's the final stretch. Oh my God. It's uphill, yo. It's uphill. Took all the wind out of my sails. Oh my God. We just finished. Oh my God. I'm having a little bit of back pain on my lower like midsection here, man. I need to definitely do yoga and stretch. I don't think that's a good sign. I kind of fucked up my back a little bit back in March doing hack squats. No bueno. I think I need to see a chiropractor. 8 kilometers, 8.3. I think I'm pushing myself a little bit too much. But I got demons, so that's why. Anyways, I'm gonna go back inside and then we'll do the little motivational yap session I do always after my runs, and I'll put the screen time for you guys on there, so catch you guys indoors. Alright, so why did I run? Even though Coach GPT told me to rest today and told me to do active recovery, walk, stretch, do something else, don't run. I had demons. When I was reading one of the comments, I was reading through the comments today, and one of you guys said, movement is medicine. I put it up here. And that is so true. I honestly woke up today in one of the most depressed moods that I've been in. Every day for the last the last week has been it's been progressively worse when I wake up, man. I think I'm going through withdrawals of the weed, the kratom, the benzodiazepines. My neurotransmitters and my GABA receptors are fucked up. My dopamine is fucked up. So I really don't feel any joy throughout the day. Besides, when I go outside and I run, sometimes during my morning walks, and sometimes when I'm editing content. But most of the time, this like past few weeks, maybe even this past month, I've really felt emotionally numb. And I'm not saying like I'm suicidal or anything, but I was like, today I especially had the thought that, man, if I keep on waking up like this, if I keep on feeling like this day in and day out, I don't know if I can handle being alive anymore. And I'm not trying to be overly dramatic or anything, but that's just a thought that was going through my head. However, I do want to be alive. Because when I was 19, I almost overdosed on Xanax. My heart almost stopped. And in that moment, my heart almost stopped and my mother was there. And in that moment, I was like, I went to hug my mom and I was like, I'm so scared. And at that moment, I realized I didn't want to die. And then fast forward to recently, this year, fast forward to March 28th, I was in Bangkok in a condo building on the 24th floor. Myanmar had a 7.7 magnitude earthquake. My condo building was literally swaying and shaking from side to side. Because Myanmar had a 7.7 magnitude earthquake and the tremors were felt in Bangkok. You might have seen it on the news. But luckily, unfortunately, and gratefully, by the grace of God, by the grace of the universe, I was just unscathed. As so were everyone in my surrounding condo building and the surrounding condo buildings of my condo building. And that was one of the scariest experiences of my life. It was scarier than the Xanax because I literally thought I had no control over the situation. When you hear your condo building, when you hear a high-rise building, when you feel it swaying from side to side and you can hear it crackling because it suffered internal damage, I have videos about this. All right, got the last of my stuff. Gonna be leaving the apartment. You know, I was a little bit sad about this at first, but to be honest, after the earthquake experience, like I said, I'm happy to be leaving this place. It was not a fun, the earthquake was not a fun experience. I mean, in retrospect, it's kind of a cool story to tell, but it's still being in the exact same spot where it happened, man, it's psychologically, it's just a little bit too much, man. It's like I said, with the washing machine shaking and then thinking it's another earthquake, because we also did get a message from the condo jurisdiction to prepare for an aftershock the night of, so on the 28th in the evening before going to bed we got like a message to prepare for an aftershock. But as you guys see over here, there's a little bit of damage. Over here, not too much, and there's like such slight cracks again going along that wall over there. And then this one was a little bit more badly damaged. Here you can see like the slight crack in the cement, right? And then this is where I was talking about the pool is closed off and the gym is closed off, so the pool is completely drained, and yeah, can't walk past this area. Spend a lot of time here. Spend most of my mornings in there, to be honest, for 1 hour in the past that tree, doing my cardio on the treadmill, and yeah, now I just gotta bounce. Kind of a sad end to my time in Thailand, or at least the place where I was living the majority of the time. I have still a few more days left here, but I'm not going to do anything crazy, to be honest. I've just been so tired, and especially after the earthquake, I've been so stressed out because my contract to my condo lease was already ending, so I've had to organize a lot of stuff, pack a lot of stuff, and then the earthquake happened, and that just delayed my moving out process quite a bit. I was so like shocked after the earthquake, but anyways, I have to go take care of business, hand the keys over, and do other stuff. So yeah, peace. Maybe I'll pop it up if I can find it for my GoPro. When you hear the structural damage, my first immediate thought was my first immediate thought was Turkey, the earthquake that happened in Turkey a few years ago, because I had some online friends that were living in Turkey, and the buildings collapsed there, and so many people were stuck in rubble, so many people unfortunately passed away. And my first thought was Turkey, this earthquake Turkey, what do I do? I'm on the 24th floor. I thought that the whole building was going to collapse. But luckily, like I said, I walked away unscathed, and I'm still alive, and I feel like I'm here for a reason. I'm still trying to figure out what that reason is. Maybe it's to motivate others, maybe it's to inspire other people, but I have a greater purpose, and I have a greater purpose than just passing away, not from an earthquake, but passing away from my own demise through my drug use. Like, I was not put onto this earth to use substances and to numb my pain and to numb my emotions and not to face my demons. So what running has given me is honestly the ability to just look myself in the mirror and finally come to terms with my flaws, my insecurities, and finally facing my demons, finally letting the emotions that I suppressed and numbed for so long, for like the last really decade of my life, to finally confront those things. And like I've mentioned in previous videos, on May 23rd, I'm going to be seeing a psychiatrist to get a diagnosis for ADHD and autism. And I was so against getting professional help in the past because I thought there was nothing wrong with me. A little backstory, I was tested for ADHD and some other like neurological impairments when I was a kid, like 1 or 2 times, but I never got diagnosed, nothing came up. Maybe I was just good at masking. I passed the standardized tests, and I passed the tests that they gave me, so I was never diagnosed. But now coming into my adulthood, I have been self-medicating for the last 10 years, and I never really had the insight and I'm trying to say like retrospection. I'm not sure if that's a word though. English is my second language, but I never had the insight and the self-awareness to come to terms with, oh, I do have a problem. Even though a decade ago, this girl that I used to talk to quite a bit and used to be pretty open with, she told me it's okay to seek professional help. And she told me it's okay to rely on other people, that you don't have to do everything on your own. But I was always of the mentality that I have to do everything by myself, that I'm going to be stronger if I can get through this alone. I'm going to get stronger if I don't seek the help, the professional help that I do need. I thought that was for weak people. I thought that was for pussies. And it just delayed my progression, delayed my growth. But I am of the fundamental belief that everything happens for a reason. And it's really up to us what to make of it. So now, through this channel, through this content, through my physical endeavors, I'm trying to make the most of my life. And I don't have all the answers yet. And running is not the cure-all to every problem, but it is one piece of the puzzle. And I think I'm going to get back into mindfulness habits. I haven't been meditating regularly, and I haven't been journaling. I haven't been doing yoga either. These were 3 other things I really added that I used to be like pretty fanatical on. So I think the actionable step for me today is to start meditating tonight, to start journaling and getting my thoughts on paper, and to start doing yoga again. And I think these 3 things should be non-negotiable. So every day, no matter how I feel, the same as running, but I'm not going to be running every day because I actually need recovery, right? But these 3 things I can do every day. They should be non-negotiables. No matter how I feel, no matter, I'm too lazy I don't want to meditate, I don't want to write, I don't want to do yoga, I don't want to stretch. No matter how I feel, I'm going to allocate a certain amount of time for them, whether it be like 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I'm going to make time for these things. Because why would I not make time for the things that help me uplift my spirit, that help align my soul to the higher being and my higher purpose, and just help me stay grounded and be at peace with myself. So I just want to end this video with saying, every action you take, every decision you make is a vote for your future self. Stop sleeping yourself. There's actionable steps that we can all do to strive to become 1% better than the version of ourselves that we were before. Maybe running 8 kilometers today was a little bit stupid because I have a marathon on May 17th and my shins do hurt and my knees in pain. But I know I can push through that pain. And going forward, I think I'm going to have a more mindful approach as well to my training and running. Because right now I'm just training with Coach GPT and I'm not even listening to his advice. I'm always like constantly pushing a little bit more and a little bit more. I'm not sticking to the pace that he's telling me to do. I'm not sticking to the mileage that he's telling me to do. I'm always pushing more and more, except for my long runs. My long runs, he told me to run 14 kilometers. Like, let's get it. But yeah. Every decision you make, every action you take is a vote for your future self. So ask yourself, who do you want to be? And always remember that the sun always rises even through the darkest of nights. Man, much love. Stop sleeping yourself.